Hello everybody, my name is A-Space. Welcome back to the T0 to T6 Abyss series. We're going to be farming some T3 Abyss. Hopefully we'll get some really nice ISK. We're going to try to do this as quick as we possibly can. T3 is as quick as we possibly can to get some nice ISK as quick as we can. We've got some of these air career program missions right here. So you probably will want to keep an eye on this. Abyssal Dead Space, complete tier 0. Kill 30 Triglavians. Complete 5 T0 Abyssal Dead Space. Okay. So this is for T0, so unfortunately there's none for T3 like we got right here. So we'll go and enter the Abyss. Go move this notifications bar over here actually. I don't know why it's in the middle of my screen. Ephialtis, okay. Let's get in range of the competitive cache. Oh no, not the competitive cache, just the regular cache. Illuminator, Obfuscator, Spearfishes. Nothing of no E-War of particular importance. Okay, now they're in range. Lock them all up. Can you use the Conflagration? Oh, it's lagging a bit actually. It's lagging? Oh, never mind. I think it's just that there's a lot of particles at once or something. Yeah, Conflagration will take care of them real fast. And we tank really good, so there's no problem in that regard. Just felt like it was lagging for a bit. I guess it was just the sheer amount of particle effects was overloading the game or something. Take out this illuminator over here. Got the bioadaptive cache over here. Land a volley. Popped. And Raging Dark. Unfortunately, just a Raging Dark, which is worth absolutely nothing. One of the cheapest T4s you can get, and basically no survey data. Unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. Raging Electrical, or even better, Raging Gamma would be perfect. Go towards the transfer conduit over here. Can't wait until we get T4. The ISK you get from T4 is significantly better than T3. The only thing is, there is a bit of a problem, is that the filament cost is significantly higher than T3 as well. It's sort of a double-edged sword, but pro and con at the same time. We just have to be... Perhaps we could be a bit more vigilant in getting the extraction nodes and make full utilization out of our filament. Because you can sort of think of it like, the more extraction nodes you get, the more profit you get from the filament. So when you're in very expensive kind of filaments, then it's usually a lot more profitable, generally speaking, to go for the extraction nodes, because then you're sort of getting more out of the filament. If you're just focusing, you got a really cheap filament, then usually like the extraction nodes are not going to play as big of a role. Like, it's not like you have to be as efficient of the filament as you can. For example, if I'm running Firestorms, I can just run another Firestorm filament instead of wasting time getting extraction nodes instead, which will probably give a bit more ISK. Okay, go for this Obfuscator over here. And we shouldn't need to use particularly Bling ship for T4. The Bling is going to start really when we get to T5. That's when proper Bling is going to be brought on the grid. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Good time, good time. Go with Scorch as the initial damage type, or weapon ammo. And what we've got here, Dissipators, Confusers are going to be very annoying. So we'll go for the Confuser over here. He's going to confuse us a lot. We've got a Tachyon Cloud as well that's made all these NPCs get closer to us. What is our range actually? Because we've got a lot of confusers, it might cause problems with Conflagration. Let's see now. 7, 12. Okay, we can still use Conflagration here. We'll take out all these confusers and then the newts afterwards. Let's go to the bioadaptive cache over here. Oh, he's just out of web range. That's a bit unfortunate. Let me have drones continue on him. Maybe he's in web range now. Let's see. Oh no, Acolyte's taking damage. Acolyte's taking damage. Take out the other set. 2 sets are great because if one takes damage, you just take out the other one. Pop this one right here. Oh my gosh, there's no loot. What is this? Really, no loot whatsoever. 800k survey data from each one. It's so bad. Really bad, actually. Like, worse than T1 so far. May as well do T1s in a retribution and getting this kind of bad luck loot. That's one thing I like about the frigate abyss is that it's a bit more consistent, because you don't get your entire run completely ruined by these unlucky drops right here. Usually you're bound to get some decent loot drops, because you get like 3 times the amount of loot drops. So like you can say you're rolling a dice 3 more times. If you roll a dice 3 times, you're bound to get something, rather than if you roll it once and you get like a low number. That low number is going to feel really bad. Okay, recall that Acolyte who's taking a bit of damage. Tachyon clouds over here causing a bit of problems. Okay, let's go for Conflag since he's getting really close. Have we got any DPS skills trained? Because we were at like 670 DPS without any boosters. Yeah, it's still the same DPS. Soon we'll hit the 700 mark. Soon. Okay, we've got some activities reached. It's activity tracker. It's not the air career program, unfortunately. So we can get some nice rewards from this. Seems like they want us to do T0s. It's a bit annoying. They should instead say any kind of filament, not just T0s, because it's a bit annoying for people who have already gone past T0 and they're just like, okay, well, I want to get the skill point rewards, because you can get some decent skill points here. If we go here, you can see you can get some decent skill point rewards. Oh, Acolyte's taking more damage. Go for this Confuser over here. Oh, Tachyon Cloud, please. I hate Tachyon Clouds, they're just so annoying. F out this Lancer. Come on, drones, take him out. Good. That went super fast. That little F out over there went down in just a few seconds. I think we might have got a big penetrating shot or something. Okay, easy. Let's go. Return, please. Oh, the drones can't return because of the Tachyon Cloud. Look at that. Sometimes if you move a bit, it helps. Oh no, they're taking damage from the abyssal depths, I think. Or it might have been this deep automatic suppressor, actually. Because they just flung up into the deep automatic suppressor. Not a good time, not a good time. A whopping 3.4 million ISK. Okay, Devoted Knight spawn. Maybe take out some of these priests over here. Or we could go for the Devoted Knights directly. We'll see what we can hit first. Yeah, we're hardly doing any damage to that Devoted Priest. Okay, take out the Devoted Knights. They do a lot of damage. Big volleys. Oh, we're taking big hits right there. We should probably get close, actually. Deploy drones, because these guys are doing a lot of damage, actually. Reactive Armor Hardener is going to help us a bit. We should have gone for the Devoted Knights earlier. We should have gone for them earlier. Now, hopefully, he'll go down, please. We should have really gone for the Devoted Knights earlier. And if we go in close, we'll be able to use Conflag early as well. Now we've destroyed one, at least significant DPS is off the grid. And we're able to tank this. We're still tanking. Now, there was a lot of damage, actually, a lot more than I thought. And it's to do with, I think, the EM resist penalty here. Let's go for this Devoted Knight. But it's alright, we'll just tank this guy really easy anyway. Let's see, what is our EM resist? 62, 82. It's like our lowest resist type. And we can start Webifier Herald over here so we can get him straight away. And let's see, just 1 million loot drop. What do we get? What do we get? A 1 million loot drop. Like, that's ridiculous. Ridiculous right there. Like, when I see this kind of loot right here, I just think that, oh, I just should have just gone back to T1. Like, what is this? But you can obviously get a lot better. You just have to have a bit more luck. But yeah, this is very demotivating, because you could have done 2 T1s in this time and you would have got the same amount of loot, maybe even more. Plus, you would also have been using a lot cheaper ship as well that requires their skills too. Let's stock up and just repair our ship real quick, because we've got some acolytes that need to be repaired, and we'll run another site. And get a repair quote. Okay, good. Oh no, I don't need to dock again. Got a grand total of like 4 million because we've got 2 electrical filaments. Actually, not even 4 million. More like 3 million because we've got 2 electrical filaments we have from before. 3 million ISK. You can get that from like one T1 in a frigate. And we did it in like double the time. More than double the time even. Okay, got a bunch of Cinnabar guys over here. Take them out. They're pretty easy. Pretty pop. Go for this elite Lucifer Cinnabar. than Lucifer Cinnabar. Easy. The tank is really easy because they do EM damage, which is unfavorable for us because we've got low EM resist. But it is also good because we've got a bunch of explosive resist as well, and they do explosive damage too. So we're able to tank that really greatly. 2.6 million, a bit more survey data, but still hardly not much loot there. Okay, we've got a Scorch and work our way through the abyss. We can do some of these product discovery slides right here to sort of make us feel a bit better about us earning so little ISK. Okay, we can always get those rewards right there. The pacifier and the crates, which should get a little bit extra along with the ticks you get, or the bounty ticks you could say. We shouldn't be using Conflag right here, they're too far away. Scorch is what we want. This guy has to keep range because he's just guidance disruptor. They only do guidance disrupting, they don't do tracking disrupting, so I feel like they're really anti-hawk. Like the Cinnabar waves, they're really anti-hawks because hawks, they often do dark sights. Dark sights are there because they're able to be very fast and they reduce the enemy's optimal range. So the hawks are using missiles, so they're not affected by it. So they're able to really kite really well, the hawks. The Cinnabars, they completely get by that because they don't care about your speed because they have really good tracking. They have really good range. They don't care about the dark side's range, so they're like counter the hawks' strengths there. Then on top of that, the hawks, they have really low EM resist. They do a ton of EM damage, the Cinnabars as well. Then on top of that, they've got guidance disruptors here too, which are not tracking disruptors, but just guidance disruptors. Okay, we've got Kikimoras, which will do a bunch of damage, but we tank Trigger Larvae so well, so it's no issue. We'll use the Acolytes actually. Consume. Conflagration? Yeah, we tank Trigger Larvae so good because of the really great explosive resist in this ship right here. No problem whatsoever attacking these guys. Especially then we've got the thermal armor hardener as well on top of that. It just makes everything so much better. See, 500,000 right there, like almost one of the adaptive caches from the really unlucky T3s. The T3 Abyss in general is a bit sad in cruisers. It's not really that great. You see a big jump in T4s, and that's why I love finding filaments that you're able to do T4s in that are very cheap. Because I mentioned this, you know, the T4 electrics will be really good in terms of profit, but on the other hand, we will be spending a lot more on filament costs. So doing darks and firestorms will be really good in that regard. Wrecked. Anchor and Kiki. Conflagration. Take him out. I wonder if a Zealot could do T4 Firestorm. That would be really great if you're able to do that. If you maybe make one with a single wrapper using less capacitor. Could be an option, could be an option. Might actually even test that on AC for AC in my main account. T4 Firestorm Zealot. That would be really good. That would be a really good way. So we first go to T4 Electric because, you know, it's easier. Then when we got enough bling, then when we get enough bling, then we're gonna go to the T4 Firestorm, which is really good because of the cheap filament costs. So sort of an upgrade in that regard. Even though we're doing the same filament level, it's still T4. They'll still be more profitable because of the better value we're getting out of the filament. So that's good right there. These are the kind of good loot drops you want to look out for. Like the Mutaplasms right here, 6 million, it's like that. So that's stuff you don't really find in T1. So it's very rare to find them there. But when you get to the higher tier filaments, it's a lot more likely that you'll be encountering these kind of rare loot drops. That's really the main benefit, which I mentioned over and over again of doing T3, is just the rare loot drops are so much better. So the average ISK is not so much greater than T1. Sometimes it can even be worse at times. But the rare loot drops really make it worth it. Dama refuses to die. It's because of the tachyon cloud right here. Look at this. Just why did they place tachyon clouds straight on the transfer node? It's just so annoying. What level? Level 42. So only 8 more levels. We're soon there. 8 more levels until the pacifier. And that means probably that we'll be able to do T4s then, because we'll get a lot of ISK from the pacifier. Probably will be enough to bling up our Zealot. Let's get into this transfer conduit right here. But I'm actually thinking it might be an option to buy a completely new Zealot to do for T4s, because I don't think it's maybe so smart that I completely just rely on the ship, because if I somehow die in the T4 bis, then I'll have nothing to fall back on apart from T1 Retribution. So it might be good to at least have, okay, we can still do T3s, you know. So might be going for that kind of route. It will be a bit grindy, but it will be a bit safer, because we at least have something to fall back on to earn our way up if we were to lose our ship. Drekovac. You can use Conflag right here, they're real close. Completely missing. But when we get hits, they hit hard, the Conflag. That would be really fun actually. T4 Firestorm Zealot. People have been asking me actually to do T4 Firestorm, or like just Firestorm Zealot fits. Okay, it's an armor based ship, and it does do a bit of thermal damage, even though it doesn't do a lot of thermal damage, but it does do thermal damage as well as EM damage. The reason is that I don't consider it so much is just because of the electrical sites being so good, and that they reduce EM resist, plus they give that really good capacitor bonus. It just feels natural that you use electrical sites for the Zealot. But I think maybe a single rep variant could be an option. Could definitely be an option. There we go, popped. It's also quite annoying with the tank too, because the thermal resist is really reduced, but we can sort of bypass that by going with a thermal armor hardener actually. And we probably would want to go for the Drekovacs, because they're getting remote repaired. So don't do what I'm doing right now and go for everything else instead of the Drekovacs first. Always go for the Drekovacs first, because they start with low HP. If you wait it out, then they're just going to regen it all back, and you sort of waste a bit of time. See there, 1.5 million ISK there from a little product discovery tick. Some of these bioadaptive caches we've got there have like half that. So product discovery is something you really want to do to get some extra little side ISK. It is a bit boring, but if you get used to it, you get the hang of it, it is definitely worth it. Oh, where is he going? He's going really far away. He's going really far away. How is he going so far away? He got some speed clouds. I mean, he just suddenly pulled like 5 kilometers on us. Interesting to see, interesting to see. I'll grab this one and this one here. 2 distinct groupings. We'll go to the origin conduit now. And there we go, great. So the sides went smoothly. The only one was that Sansha wave, which was actually a lot more deadly than I expected it to be. But we pulled through nonetheless. But we pulled through anyway. And plus, we got a Gravid Entropic Radiation Sink Mutaplasmid. A great little rare drop we can get. The best would be if we were to get the Unstable. They're worth even more. But the Gravids can still be worth quite a bit. Especially for RTF filament. 8 million in T6 would be hardly anything. But 8 million here is worth quite a bit. We can exit the conduit and dock back up. Let's see, where is the Citadel? Right, there it is. So smooth farming of the T3 Abyss, apart from the Sansha wave. This heat sink is actually pretty good. A pretty good price right here, 7.8 million. Still not as good as 8.4, but we've got some okay loot. First run was really bad. Like, that was T1 level loot in double the time. Like, really bad. But it's still really smoothly, and we learned new things about the Sansha cruiser wave. Just getting more and more used to using this ship. I think it feels really great actually. Just the smoothness of it in the T3s The thing I'm worried a little bit about is how it's going to be in the higher tiers. Just think we need a bit more skills to get there, because I think that, I mean, I think time would be alright. I think a tank will be alright, but I'm not sure how smooth it will be. That's the smoothness factor is what I'm thinking. How will it be in T4 and T5? I mean, I have tested T6 and it's pretty good, but that's on a max skill character. Still, there's a lot more to the journey than just what we've got right now, even though our skills are getting pretty good. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.